Hello, Julianne here again. In this video, I'm going to talk about the anxiety inquiry, which is one of the unfindability inquiries. So the anxiety inquiry is really useful for that fight, flight, freeze, fawn response. It can be used when there's any kind of perceived threat, even if there's not an actual threat or attack or danger in the moment, but there's the perception of one. So it really can be used anytime there's a sense of anxiety, fear. I'm going to go through a list. Fear, phobias, PTSD, a sense of frozenness or numbness or blankness in the body, hopelessness, a sense of lack of safety or I'm not safe or wanting protection. When there's resistance, there's usually fear. Anxiety inquiry is really useful for that. Even when there's anger and irritation or a sense of shutdown, shame, hiding, issues around death and dying, beliefs or thoughts that I can't or I won't, even a sense of no feeling or lack or avoiding something, vulnerability, terror, so much more. This inquiry is just so good for just about everything. So like the unfindable inquiry, we're always looking for one thing only. In this case, we're looking for the threat. Okay, and I'm using that in quotes because we actually ask that question on each element, the words, the pictures, and the body energies. Are those words the threat? Is that picture the threat? Is the feeling the threat? Right? So in the unfindable inquiry, where we have to name what we're looking for, the thing we're looking for in the anxiety inquiry is the threat. Now, the word threat may not resonate with you, and that's okay. You can change it to what does. It might be danger. It might be attack. It might be scary thing, right? Are those words the scary thing? Are they the danger? Is the feeling the danger or the scary thing or the attack? So find whatever word resonates for you, and that's the one you use throughout the process. Through the whole inquiry, you're looking for the threat or the danger, okay? Or even the problem would be a good one. So like in the unfindable inquiry, we're looking for the threat on each element as it appears. So on the words, the pictures, and the body energies. So I'm going to use an example of spiders. And this was me. I was terrified of spiders. So the way you could use the anxiety inquiry on that is you look at the word spider, right? Is the word spider the threat? There's a reaction in the body. It's a yes. Remember, we're looking for the yeses in unfindability. And all that means is there's identification there, and it just tells us that's where we're going next. So is the word spider the threat? Now, I may have a reaction in the body. I may also have a picture of a spider that shows up. Okay, so I can go wherever feels strongest. If it's the word, the picture, the body energy, whatever feels strongest for you, that's where you can go. So let's say it's the picture. So I can see the picture of the spider. Is the picture a threat? So I might feel like it is. I might get a clear, no, it's not. It's just a picture and I watch it and it fades and there's just spaciousness. Or I might get that reaction in the body that says, oh yeah, that's a threat. Terrified of spiders. Okay, so I go to the energy in the body. I feel it. I welcome it. Whatever that constriction is or holding on, is that the threat? It might feel like it. There might be more. There might be more beliefs around it. There might be more words or pictures. With each element that comes up, I'm just welcoming it, giving it time to be with it, and then checking it to see if it's the threat. So just continuing following the flow of the words, the pictures, and the body energies. Now, of course, we want to bring it deeper. We don't want to just keep it on this surface level. So mining is really important. So what if scenarios, right? What's the worst that can happen if I see a spider? It's going to jump out at me. Okay, so that's a thought, but also a reaction in the body, as you can see, right? I actually felt that in my face. So then you can go to whatever is the strongest. It'll jump out at me, those words. Again, I'm visual, so I can see them, are the words of threat. And maybe, yeah, just that word jump is really strong. Okay, so let's focus in on the word. And the more I look at it and the more I allow it and welcome it, is the word of threat. I might see it's not and it starts to fade away, or I might still feel like it is and go to the reaction in the body. And I welcome that. And I give that time and I feel it. And is that a threat? So ultimately, we're going through the process until no threat can be found, right? Words are just words, pictures are just pictures, body energy is just body energy, and none of it's a threat. But stay curious, keep doing the mining. You can check it out with reverse inquiries, utility inquiries. A reverse inquiry could be, I'm not afraid of spiders, and see if that feels true or not true. If there's still fear, you keep going with the inquiry. A utility could be something like, I don't get anything out of being afraid of spiders. Well, yes, I do. It keeps me safe. Okay, so I feel not safe. Do I feel that in the body? And is that sense of feeling not safe a threat? So we're still just following whatever shows up. Trust the process. Keep going until no threat can be found. Now, resistance will often show up in any inquiry session that we're doing for looking at words or pictures or feeling something in the body. There might be resistance like, oh no, I can't look at that, or I can't feel that. It's too scary. Okay, what's the worst that can happen if I feel that? Okay. It'll never go away. Okay, so that's a belief. The belief is words. I can watch them, give them space, just looking. And sticking with the anxiety inquiry, are those words a threat? It'll never go away. So literally, the letters, are they hurting me? That's what I'm asking. Are the words a threat? It may feel like it, right? So you go to the body and go to the response that says it is a threat. And you keep allowing that. If it doesn't feel like it, you'll see, just stay with it. No, they're not a threat. They're just words. And you might see that they just start to fade off on their own. And then come back to the body. I can feel this. It's safe to feel this. That's a reverse inquiry, right? Whatever the answer is, if it doesn't feel safe to feel it, go there and see whatever showed up in response to that. Is it a threat? Words, pictures, body energies, it's all we're ever dealing with. So that's the simple version of the anxiety inquiry. You keep going until no threat can be found. And usually there's a sense of relief and release when that happens. So if you try it, I'd love to hear how it goes for you. If you have questions, you can post them and let me know. Thank you.